Okay, we're going to go ahead and finish up the Z-axis. So with that tubing you have, cut about an inch or 24 millimeters off. About that much. And then what we're going to do, take one of the 1/4 inch rods. So typically you have something to expand. I guess we can use one of these screws, it doesn't matter. You want to work that in so that it's loose and stretched, and then you want to feed and start twisting in till it's in about 3 to 4 threads. And then you want to get a nut and put it about halfway down. Just like that. There we go. This may not be a good one to use, we'll see. Looks like there was some crap that went through. Alright, there we go. Now we're free. The top 2 inches aren't even used anyway. Yeah. Go ahead and try the other one. Yeah, if you have, well, I'll go ahead and just use this one. If you have issues with binding and everything like that where a bolt gets stuck, really what you should do for these first is, and I should have done, I just didn't do it for demonstration purposes, is you really should spray the whole thing down with WD-40. Okay, so there we go. So this may not be a good rod to actually use. I won't use this for anything because it doesn't have very much play. See, let me go ahead and get another one. This one's much better. Okay, so you want the nut to be halfway down. And that will make sense here in a little bit, and you'll think it's really cool. At least I think you'll think it's really cool. Who knows? It's a real simple design. Really works well, and takes some shortcuts in the build. Okay, you go ahead and you wiggle open that piece of tubing again, and so I went looking online to figure out what other designs use this, and I guess there's a McGuire design. I actually didn't even think of the McGuire design, but or think of it, but I read about it, and it's a very interesting design. Okay, so we got that. Then what we do, we go ahead and with your hand underneath the motor, because otherwise you'll break this. You go ahead and you wiggle that a little bit. You start pushing down. There we go. Anyway, push it down as far as it will go. I prefer to have it touching. It's not right now, but for demonstration purposes, that's fine. There. And this one, we gotta put that motor in all the way. There we go. Let's go ahead. I guess what might make it easier too is kind of wiggle this on just on the end. You need a lot of good grip when this goes into the motor. But you can go ahead and put the motor up. There we go. Yeah, that worked. Opening up the end seemed to work a little bit. Okay. So, there we go. Let's go ahead and put that in a little bit more. This is the one that kept unbinding on us. By the next video, I won't have that in there anymore, and I'll have one sprayed with WD-40. Okay, so now we have it down the middle of the printer. Okay, and then we lift up and we pull this in a little bit. There we go. And we push the nut into that little hole. There's this is a piece I didn't use. This is one of the parts. This one's a bad part, but and it has this little hole in the end. So you got your part right there, and then so what we do is pick that up, but we push that into there. Now for this side, we push the other motor mount that's put in backwards up against that. That keeps that where that doesn't move. And then over here, kind of an interesting little thing, we get this really high-speed, high-quality motor, and we go ahead and we pull this out a little bit. Make sure that this wire goes towards the back of the mendel. Put it in diagonal. First, align it up with here so that it lines up with its teeth, and then push it. And you want to make sure that the bolt is flat towards the motor. And what you're doing is you're giving the motor a little bit of play, but you're also using the back of the motor to hold the screw into that little hole right there. So you'll see right there. So there we go. So the next video I'm going to have these tightened up, these down into the motor, and show you what it will look like really quickly. And the other thing too is I'm going to also put these in, there we go, and have them tightened. By the next video. Okay, so I'll have those bolted down and I'll show you what it will look like.